Hello, good morning my warriors. Welcome to the Zero to Hero series on capacitors. Good morning. Hi Shreyas, Kapri. Hello Samuel. Hello Harish. Hi Yalni. Hello Priyanka. Hello Ankit. Welcome aboard. Welcome. Good morning. What a lovely morning, guys. I mean, the weather is very pleasant outside. I don't know. Maybe it's the cyclonic effect. It's so lazy out there. I mean, I didn't feel like waking up today morning, but I have to be here for all of you, and all your love and all your support is what brings me here. So thank you guys for all the love and support that you guys have been giving me continuously. Thank you very much. Hello Aditi. Hi Anand. Hi Pradyumna. Hello. Welcome Samuel. Good morning. So Pradyumna says that I am right. So I hope Pradyumna you are also safe, and I hope now you have had your breakfast and you're active out there. Hi Premchand, good morning. My god, Ankit wakes up at 4 a.m. That's crazy, guys. I mean, hi Aarti, good morning about. And by the way, guys, those of you who do not know me, I am Shreyas and I am the master teacher for physics at Vedantu. I not only teach on this YouTube channel but also on the pro subscription platform, that is the Vedantu app, or even on the website. So if you are already in the subscription, probably you would have seen me in some of the micro courses or the long-term batches out there. Hello AK's channel, welcome aboard. So the aim of the series is to basically motivate you, to basically give you the concept understanding, to revise the topics in one shot, in one single session, a complete topic, and to make you a hero from zero. And I know a lot of you are anxiously waiting for your next examination dates. It's not yet been announced, but whenever that happens, I'm going to make sure that you guys are ready. So we have done a lot of lectures. I was just counting almost like 20 to 21 lectures in Zero to Hero series alone. That's a lot. And guys, after Zero to Hero, I'll be starting something else for your JEE Mains preparation for all the 2021 aspirants out there. So thank you guys for all the love, and in case you have forgotten to like the video, please do that because it means a lot for me. And if you're new to this English medium channel, which is your one-stop solution for all the exam preparations, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button out there. Also remember, after the lecture is over, we are going to upload the PDF of today's session in the Telegram group. The link for it is there in the description box below. So you can click on the description box, you'll get the link for joining it. So I hope you have loved it, and I hope you are all battle ready. And remember, this is the timetable for this week, so you can have a look at it briefly. So finally I'm going to announce what I'm going to do on Saturday. So right now we are in Zero to Hero in capacitors. In case you missed the thermodynamics session, you can watch it. It will be there in the past videos. Tonight there is a Menti quiz for all the 11th standard kids, and then tomorrow there is going to be a 12th standard session for all the 12th standard students. KCL, KVL, Wheatstone's Bridge. You're free to attend that as well. And there is going to be a topper's talk on Saturday. Please keep in mind, this is at 7 o'clock, not at 7:30. Yes, a topper's talk session with me, and I'm going to bring in a very special topper with us, a Vedantu student, and he's going to talk with all of you, and he's going to give you some excellent strategies for means as well as advanced. So I hope you guys are really excited for this session, and if you guys are excited, put some fire symbols in the chat box so that I know you guys are excited. Thank you Samuel for that yo, by the way. Yep, thank you so much. Yes, so topper talk session. So just like these toppers out here, look at these toppers, guys. I mean, like 99.96 percentile, 99.97 percentile, 99.91 percentile, and there are many more. We could just manage to fit in some 2-3 toppers only, but yes, we have a lot of toppers out there. And guys, understand, these were very ordinary average students who have just worked on themselves, self-study, right guidance, right faith, and the right strategy. That's it. So if you have some few pointers in you, I mean, if you have that right faith, if you have that right mindset, if you have that self-study attitude, if you have that motivation, dedication, trust me, you will ace it. And it's not a big thing to actually get all these percentiles out there. Thank you guys for all the fire and views and likes and the thumbs up out there. Thank you so much, Premchand, Purnima. Thank you, Goli. Thank you, Aishwarya. Yes, I'm seeing that a lot of you are waiting for this lecture. And by the way, let me tell you, we are planning a lot of special lectures from my side, yes, in the coming few weeks. So stay tuned, guys. If you have forgotten to hit the subscribe button, go hit it out there. So this is what I was talking about, guys. So if you want to even check our results, I mean, like, it's amazing. Like 1 in 2 Vedantu students is already qualified for JEE Advanced. Even the percentage of students who fare in Vedantu from Vedantu in any of the examinations like board examinations or advanced examination is 6 times, 7 times, 4 times higher than the national average. So all the other students who go in other coaching institutes, the percentage, the ratio of the students who do well in Vedantu is much higher. So that's what Vedantu is all about. And I feel that you should also enroll yourself into the crash course, which is going to start next Monday. There is already a crash course which has started this Monday, so that you too can become a topper, so that you too can improve your percentile, so that I always tell about the crash course because I really want to help you. I really want you to use this crash course assignments, the material, the PDFs, the lectures, the test series, the discussions, the doubt solving, all of this which is there in the crash course for a very good price of 6,000 rupees for the next 1 month. And you can use the coupon code SHCC to avail all the benefits. So having said that, let's talk about all the important formulas of capacitors. You can also take a screenshot. Remember, the PDF will be available in the description box. All right, there is a Telegram group link. You can hit that. You can join the group link and you'll get the PDF later on. Yep. Okay. Now, Harni Prakash, hold on, bacha. I'm starting the session. All right, hold on. I need to tell you about all the information. I cannot just come and start. Hey, this is capacitors. Hey, this is that. Hold on. There is a necessity. You should have some mood building. Yep. You cannot just, I'm not a robot, right? Yep. Badri, if you believe that you can get 100 percentile and if you have the right mindset, trust me, you can get 100 percentile. Nobody can stop you. Nobody told the 100 percentile student that you cannot get it. He believed in it, he worked for it, he got it. So no, I'm nobody to tell you that you cannot get it or you can get it. If you think you can get it, you will get it. As simple as that. Okay. Yes, bacha, Satvik. Obviously, many of the students are from the crash course also. Yes, it is enough. Okay. Now, first of all, standard formula. The charge stored in a capacitor and capacitance and voltage, they are related by Q is equal to CV, C is equal to Q by V. One and the same thing. This is very important formula that you should know. So, this is nothing but the charge on a capacitor. Now, whenever I say the charge stored on a capacitor, remember, in the symbol of capacitor, you show Q and minus Q. Remember, the total charge is always 0. When I say the charge, it means the charge on any one plate. So the charge on any one plate is the charge stored on a capacitor. What is a capacitor? It is nothing but a device. It's a device which stores electrical energy. This V is nothing but the potential difference across the plates, and this is the capacitance, and this capacitance is expressed in farads. Remember that? So 1 farad is when 1 coulomb of charge is stored for 1 volt. That is 1 farad. This capacitance depends on 3 things. Yes, this depends on, the geometry, the shape and the sizes of the capacitor and the material which is filled inside. So the material, the dielectric material which is filled inside, the shape and the type of the capacitor, and also the size of the capacitor. So like you can see, for a parallel plate capacitor, it is epsilon naught A by D. What is this A? This is nothing but the area. What is this D? D is the distance between the plates, like you can see over here. D is the distance between the 2 plates. For a spherical capacitor, the formula, so if you have 2 shells, one inside the other, the inner radius is R1, outer radius is R2. The capacitance of a spherical type is 4 pi epsilon naught R1 R2 by big minus small radius. This formula is very similar to 4 pi epsilon naught 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. So if you take LCM, you will exactly get this. So it's one and the same thing. Good morning, Anaga. Welcome aboard. Hello, Harni. Good morning. So Satvik, bacha, understand, same teacher can't be there everywhere. Like, I would love to be there everywhere. Students ask me in pro subscription, students will ask me in 11, students will ask me in 12. So I'm teaching in 12, I'm teaching in the 11th standard micro courses. So understand, my time is also limited. That's why Vedantu hires the best of the teachers. All teachers have qualified IIT. All teachers have very good experience in teaching. Not just that, all teachers have also got very good experience in producing results. And these teachers have shown the results consistently even in Vedantu. So have blind faith, take my word, these teachers are really good. I know them personally. Don't worry about me. Okay, is spherical capacitor important? Yes, Raja Raman, all capacitors are important. Yes, remember that. Okay, now I hope you have made a note of all these formulas. I hope you are writing it down. Guys, remember, as I show you the slides, please keep writing it down in your notes so that you practice it and it enters your brain. Understand, this is like revision. This is something so that you recollect all the forgotten formulas. Third type, which is cylindrical type. 2 pi epsilon naught L. L is the length of the capacitor or height of the capacitor. Log of R2 by R1. Log of R2 by R1. Very, very important. R2 and R1 are the inner and the outer radii of the capacitor. This is cylindrical type. Now, whenever capacitors are in parallel, remember, use the formula for series resistance. C equivalent is C1 plus C2. So for parallel, add the capacitors. Yes, add the capacitances. That's it. And for in series, use the parallel formula of resistors. So 1 by C equivalent is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Yeah, that's how it works. Now, some certain things that you should keep in mind for parallel. For parallel, the voltage difference is same for all the capacitors. Q is not same. Charge stored is not same. It will be Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3 will be the total charge. But in case of series capacitance, understand delta V is not same. In fact, the potential differences add up. V1 plus V2 plus V3 will be total voltage for series, but the charge is same on all the capacitors. Okay, so this is something which you should keep in mind. Okay, baby bear, I am seeing you after a long time. Yes, trust me, I know it was your birthday and I wish you. Yes, I hope you had a good time. I'm not sure whether you had a cake or not, but maybe our warriors can give you virtual cakes out here. Okay, so that was all the types of capacitors. Equivalent capacitance. Remember, whatever techniques I have taught you, be it Wheatstones, be it symmetry, be it disguised form, be it wire removal method, be it anything, be it infinite resistances, whatever techniques I told you in resistances is also applicable in capacitance. There is no difference. Just one thing you should keep in mind, the formula for series and parallel are interchanged. So that's all you should remember. Okay, so a lot of you sharing virtual cakes out there. Great. Hi Subhadeep, good morning. Next important formula, a lot of people forget this. The two plates, remember, are oppositely charged. So the plates of the capacitor, one is positive, another one is negative. So obviously there is a force of attraction between the two plates. That force is given by the charge square by 2 area times epsilon naught. So this is the force of attraction. Yes, this force is attraction, remember that? Yes, between the two plates. Okay, keep this in mind. Now we also know capacitor is nothing but an electrical energy storing device. So the energy stored in a capacitor is half CV square. Yes, it is half CV square. You can also write it in other forms. You can remember at least one form, but if you want to save time, then remember all the forms. These are just different forms using Q is equal to CV. So just if you substitute that, you'll get half CV square, half Q square by C, or half QE, one and the same thing. Okay, great. No problem, Ankit, you can make notes from this only or from Pathfinder. Well, Pathfinder is quite extensive. Ankit, I think you should make it from Pathfinder because you're a 2022 aspirant. For 2021 aspirants, they can make notes from this. But yes, while I show you the formulas, you can just practice it as summary so that it enters your head. Okay, so yes, let's see. Could you explain how current flows when capacitors are in series? So Badri, here is the thing. When capacitors are in series, I'll just come to that. Just let me finish these 2 pointers. Energy density. Energy density means how much energy is stored per unit volume. So the unit will be joules per meter cube. Very important formula. Half epsilon naught E square. What is E? E is the field. So an electric field stores the electrical energy. The energy density formula is half epsilon naught E square. And this is the last important thing with the dielectric. So if there is a dielectric of constant K, then remember the capacitance gets increased K times. So always it increases K times. So whenever you add a material of K, it will always increase, capacitance increases K times. Now I think somebody was asking what happens about the current in series. See, first of all, let me tell you one simple fact about capacitors. If you take a capacitor and connect it to a battery, okay, of EMF E, understand one thing, the current only flows initially, not finally. Once the capacitor has some charge stored in it, understand the current flowing is zero. So no current flows after the capacitor is charged. Keep this in mind. Okay, and generally we have problems when capacitors are charged, not when they are charging. If they are charging, then I have the next slide, hold on for that. So same way in series also, so there is no current flowing once the capacitors are charged. The only thing you should keep in mind is the charges on each capacitor in series is the same. I hope this is clear. Oh, Vaishnavi, Srivastav, no problem. Don't worry, just join in. You have just missed few slides, but it's okay. Zero to hero in Newton's laws, Laya Yadav has already been done. So Newton's laws covered both friction as well as NLM. It was a one shot session. So don't worry. You also have the past videos of the Flash series, Laya Yadav. You can watch that because you still have time. Okay. Vikram, join in, bacha. You're a little bit late. Okay. The last slide for formulas. Last slide for yeah. So can you please elaborate on the term dielectric to push out the confusion? Pradyum asks. Okay, let me just go back to the previous slide. Just 1 second, guys. Yep. So see, Pradyumna, dielectric. So whenever you have any capacitor, okay, and you fill it with any material, then it non-conducting. So when I say dielectric, it means basically non-conducting material. Then what happens? The capacitance increases. The reason why the capacitance increases is because of polarization within the dielectric, formation of dipoles, reduction of field, and all those concepts which has already been discussed in the Flash series, or even in the Pathfinder series I have discussed about dielectrics. So it's because of that the capacitance increases because of polarization and all that. So the funda is whenever you fill it completely, if the original capacitance, let's say, was 10 farad, the new capacitance will be K into 10 farad. That's the only thing. So it increases K times. That's all you should keep in mind. Okay, so that's what happens. Okay, great. Now, charging of a capacitor. Okay. So Abhinav Tej, the session just started at 9 o'clock. Please hit the bell icon down there so that you do not miss any notifications. All those students who are joining in late, hit the bell icon. There is a reason why that bell icon is there, so that from our channel, whenever a video is about to be started, or whenever a session is about to be started, you will get a small notification out there on your phone or your tablet, so that you do not miss any of our classes, guys, because it's very important. Yeah. Now, the thing is, okay, got it, Pradyum? Glad you got it, Pradyumna. Okay, now the charging of capacitors. See, sometime back somebody was asking, sir, what is the current flowing in a capacitor and all that. So here is the thing. When you just connect a capacitor, it doesn't get charged instantaneously. It takes few milliseconds, microseconds, or a second to charge it. In that small duration, how does the charge increase? That equation is given by this. You can see this is the equation for charging. So you can see there is a battery, there is a capacitor, there is a resistor. As soon as you connect it, the charge grows with time according to this equation. In fact, if somebody has to draw the graph of charge versus time, that graph looks something like this. Exponential increase. And you will see it will saturate at CV. Do not believe me? I'll just show it to you. Just substitute the value of time as infinity. Just substitute the value of time as infinity. Long time. So e raised to minus infinity. What is e raised to minus infinity? It is 1 by e raised to infinity. E raised to infinity itself is a very large number. Now, very large number is there in the denominator. So 1 by a very large number is 0. I hope this is clear. 1 by a very large number is 0. So hence, this entire term becomes 0. This term itself becomes 0. So that means 1 minus 0 is 1. Hence, the charge will just become CV. So, after a very long time, the charge becomes CV. Keep this in mind. The charge becomes CV. So, initially the charge is 0. There is no charge in it. And slowly the charge grows, and after a very long time, it becomes CV. And this constant, time constant, is very important. What is this time constant? Time constant, if it is RC, just substitute it in this equation. Just substitute it in this equation. So you are going to get charge is equal to CV into 1 minus e to the power minus t. T you put it as RC, guys. If you put time as RC, think about it, RC by RC. Okay, that's what you're going to get. This is nothing but CV 1 minus, and this is e raised to minus 1, which is nothing but 1 by e. Now this is very important. You should know the value of 1 by e. You should know the value of 1 by e. 1 by e value is 0.37. 0.37, because the value of e is 2.71, like that. So 1 by e is approximately 0.37. So if you substitute 1 minus 0.37, guys, what are you going to get? Think about it. 1 minus 0.37, you are going to get 0.63. So you are going to get CV multiplied by 0.63. What does this tell you? What does this tell you? This tells you after this time, because I have substituted this time over here, after this time, the charge stored on the capacitor is 63%. Yes, after this time is equal to RC, there is 63% of the final charge, of full charge. 63% charge. I hope this is clear. So what happens when heat is generated in a conductor? I am guessing, Rashmi, you meant capacitor, or if you meant conductor, well, yesterday in Pathfinder series also I conducted one lecture on heat and Joule's law of heating and all that. So whenever you pass current, there is a heat which is generated at the rate of V square by R, or VI, or I squared R, and this heat is just lost to the surroundings. That's it. Same way, if you connect a capacitor to a resistor, all the energy stored in the capacitor gets lost in the form of heat when the current flows through the resistor. Okay, hello Vijay, join in. Hi Vishal Gautam. Yes, Akriti says yes, beautiful. Okay, so I hope you guys have understood this concept. I hope everybody has understood. Barney says yes, beautiful. Okay, I hope everybody has understood this concept. Shall we go ahead? Okay, the last formula is discharging. Okay, great. Last formula is discharging. Okay, and that is nothing but whenever you have a capacitor which is already charged, this is nothing but the initial charge. This is nothing but the initial charge. Then the charge which decays is given by this function. Q naught, initial charge e to the power minus t by RC. And if you again draw that function, charge as a function of time, then that function looks something like this. This is your initial charge Q naught. Yes, this is how the function looks like. And one last thing over here, if you wait for time is equal to RC, then understand the charge which is left is only 37%. Yes, 37% is left. Only 37% is left. So that's what the time constant RC stands for. Okay, Varun, I am a sir. I'm not a ma'am. You see this beard out here? Yeah, I'm not a ma'am. I'm a sir. Okay. Okay, great. Chalo, let's start solving some questions. And here it comes. The first question up on your screen. A warm-up question. The electrostatic capacitance depends on, that means capacitance of a capacitor depends on which of the following? The nature of the conductor, like whether it is made of aluminium, copper, iron. Size of the conductor, what size is it? Thickness of the conductor, what thickness does it have? Or none of these? What do you guys think? Anshi Vlogger, I am very good, thank you so much. Sir, here charge is inversely proportional to time. Pradyumna, no, its charge is inversely proportional to the exponent of time, e raised to minus t. It's not just t. Okay, come on, think. How many of you can get this? Due to spelling, sir, I got 99.5 percentile in JEE Mains. Want to solve advanced problem. Which book I should follow? So Varun Kumar, you should follow HC Verma, previous year questions and the Tattva module or the assignments that we give you. Yes, that's more than enough. Okay, so a lot of you are confused very clearly. I knew this. Acha, warm up mein hi you guys made mistake. Wow, very good. All of you are confused. In the warm up question only, everybody got slotted. Okay, so look at that. Everybody has a different answer out there. So guys, remember I just told you capacitance depends on three things. Number one, the material which fills inside, not the material of the capacitor, conductor. No. So understand this. When I say these are the plates of a capacitor, this could be aluminium or copper or iron, doesn't matter. This will store positive charge, this will store negative charge. When I say material, I meant this material, K, not the material of the conductor. Whether it is aluminium, copper, iron, it doesn't matter. Keep this in mind. So this is wrong. Size of the conductor, yes. If you remember the formulas, epsilon naught A by D, area, distance between the plates. Or for cylindrical capacitor, 2 pi epsilon naught L, L is the length. Or for spherical, 4 pi epsilon naught R1, R2, you can see in the numerator, R1 and R2 are the sizes. So yes, it depends on the size of the conductor for sure. Thickness of the conductor has no significance. Distance between the conductors, yes. Distance, yes. It depends on the distance. But thickness, the thickness of the conductors, no. It does not depend on the thickness of the conductor. So this is wrong. None of these doesn't make sense. Understand this. I hope this is clear. Everybody understanding this? Yep. Size of the conductor, shape and medium. Perfect, Priyanka. Excellent. So that's the answer, size of the conductor. So guys, be careful. I have very good conceptual questions for you. This is the next question. Let's see whether you can get this. This is the next level of question. Two parallel plates carry charge plus Q and minus Q. Basically a capacitor. Okay. A test charge Q0 is placed between them. You can see there is a charge between the plates of the capacitor. Everybody knows when there is a capacitor and there is a charge, there will be electric field between the plates. Try and think about it. Now there is a charge and that charge will experience some force because of the electric field, obvious. Now the separation between the plates is doubled. If this was the separation, now it has been doubled. So then the force on the test charge will become. The force on the test charge will become. Come on, let's see how many of you can do this. Separation between the plates, Badri. So there will be some distance between the plates. I'll just increase the distance between the two plates. That's all. Okay. Baby Bear says A. Ankit says C. Okay. Come on. Pradyumna is saying B. Guli Sai saying C. Aditi saying A. Hi Yash Prajapati. Welcome aboard. Punabaka Padamam. Please don't spam. Yep. Anshi says perfect. And she says C. Shankar saying C, Gayatri saying D. Looks like still people are confused out here. Looks like people are confused. I knew it, guys. I know you guys so well. I know my bacha party. I know my warriors. I know where they are going to fall. I know which trap I should lay for them. So, guys, understand. Okay, a lot of you made that mistake. See, there is a very simple thing. Oops, where is it? Yep. Okay, yeah. So, I hope you remember the field between the two plates of a capacitor looks something like this. The field between the two plates of a capacitor looks something like this. Wrong, Pradyumna. That is wrong. And this field, isn't it uniform? And when I say uniform, doesn't it mean it is constant? So when I separate them out, when I take these plates somewhere else, so when I take this plate here, when I take this plate here, the charge on the plates is still the same. Okay. The field is also going to be the same. The charge will be the same and the field will be the same. Remember, field is not dependent on distance for a sheet. This is like a sheet. For a sheet, understand. So for a plate or a sheet, the field does not depend on distance. It is basically a constant. Everybody knows this. Only for a point charge or something else where the field is non-uniform, that's when it depends on the distance. Keep this in mind. So hence the answer won't change, it will still remain F. Lot of people make this mistake. So please understand, when I have a plate which is charged, the field lines are uniform. So it doesn't matter whether I'm here, here or here. The field is constant. It will remain same. So the force also won't change. So hence the answer is F. And most of you made the mistake already. Got it? Everybody got it? Excellent. So as you vlogger, please use something which I can understand. Okay, Harry is finally loving this question. Chilly mistake. Nice one, Pradyumna. I like this word. I should use this word now very often. Chilly mistake. Yes, this is a chilly mistake. Very spicy. Okay, next question coming up on your screen. Okay, hello Shivani, welcome aboard. Anaga says clear, very good. Ati Gopi also loved it. Gayatri also agrees, and Ankit is defending himself from the tough questions. Come on Ankit, fight it out. Okay, a capacitor is connected to a cell of EMF having some internal resistance. The potential difference across the cell is, come on, think about it. Hello Suraj Flipper boy, welcome aboard. So capacitor is connected to a cell, okay, and there is some internal resistance. What is the potential difference across the cell? Is it exactly equal to E? Is it more than E? Is it less than E? Or I don't know, what is this? Capacitor has more than E. Okay, I think the options are wrong. Okay guys, just 1 second. Across the, oh no, it's fine. The potential difference across the cell. Okay, my bad. The potential difference across the cell is this. But actually, I would have a better question if I can change these words a little bit. I don't know if I can get that luxury of changing the question and I can make it slightly better. I'll just tell you what I can do. I'll just ask you what is the potential difference across the capacitor also. Although it is not mentioned here, I don't know. It could be one of them. But what do you think is the voltage difference across the capacitor? Just think about it. So, well, a lot of you are saying C. Well, I don't think C is correct. It will be B, guys. Now, I'll tell you what. See, I was just telling you, about two things. One was the question which is given here, and also think about what is the voltage across the capacitor. A lot of people make this mistake. See, guys, this is a battery. Let me just mark it. This is a battery. This is some internal resistance. This is some capacitance. Understand, this cell will have a voltage difference of exactly E, undoubtedly. I mean, this is a cell. If this is 0 volts, obviously this point will have plus E volts. That's the job of the cell. So that cell will have, voltage difference of E volts. Remember, when the capacitor is charged, the current in the circuit is 0. There is no current which flows in the circuit. If there is no current which flows in the circuit, understand I into R will also be 0. That means the potential difference across the internal resistance will also be 0. I hope this makes sense. So understand, the cell obviously has E. Internal resistance has no voltage difference. So as a whole, how much potential difference does the cell have? As a whole, how much potential difference does the cell totally have? E plus 0 or E minus 0, doesn't matter. It is E only. So E is the potential difference. I hope this is clear. Hence, this option is correct. Understood, everyone? Yep, some of you applied something else. Yes, Krishna Mohan, it is actually E minus IR, but I itself is 0. That's why IR term becomes 0, and hence the cell has a voltage difference of E only. Now, I was telling you about the second part. Think about the voltage across the capacitor. How much do you think is the voltage difference across this capacitor? Well, guess what? This is 0, this is E. So the total voltage difference across the cell is E. So obviously the voltage difference across the capacitor will also be E. Yes, the voltage difference is also going to be. So in case one of these options had to be checked, understand both of them are wrong. Because actually the capacitor has exactly equal to E. Yes, the voltage difference across the capacitor is exactly equal to E. So Pradyumna, the current is 0, because remember sometime back somebody was asking about, series capacitors, current and all that. And I told then also, when a capacitor is charged, when the charge is already built up, understand, no more charge comes. If no more charge comes, that means the current will be 0 when charged. That's why I is 0. If charge increases, yes, charges are coming in, so current is flowing. But if no more charge is building up, it's finally saturated, it is finally steady, then there will be no current. I hope this is clear. Yep, beautiful. So that's how you need to solve this question. I hope guys you are enjoying these questions. These questions are very conceptual, very tricky, mains and even sometimes advanced. Okay, let's see the next question coming up on your screen. So you are putting a dielectric slab over here, you can see that. So you are putting a dielectric slab and the question is, what will happen? What will happen? Which of the following options are correct? There is a parallel plate capacitor, C farad is the capacitance, the battery is connected of V volts, okay, and a slab of K is inserted into it so that it fills it. So then which of the following is true? Come on. Sai, immediately, I have entered into 10th class, I have completed vectors and mechanics. Should I focus on 10th or my JEE preparation? Sai, I feel you should focus on your 10th majorly. 80% of the times focus on your 10th, 80 to 70%. That 30% to 20% of the times you can focus on JEE and slowly complete the topics. You don't have to complete entire thing. You enjoy your life at the same time, focus on your boards, but 20% of the time maybe you can focus on JEE. Don't focus more than 20-30%, okay? It's not needed now. You can crack JEE, okay, later on also. Okay, so Aishwarya also gave the reason. Lokesh says A, Laya says B. Okay, I'll tell you what. Okay, see, when you put capacitance, when you put dielectric slab, understand the capacitance will increase K times. Yes, so this dielectric slab will increase the capacitance K times. Since a battery is connected, that clearly tells me voltage difference is constant. Using the formula Q is equal to CV, it's clearly seen from here. This V does not change, capacitance increases, so charge increases, voltage does not change. So the charge on the plates will also increase K times because capacitance increases K times, as simple as that. Beautiful. Some of you, very few people got it wrong, but most of you got it correct. So that's the reason for that. B option. Let's see whether you can solve this question. There are 3 capacitors in series. 3 capacitors in series. And the charges on each plate are QA, QB, QC, QD, QE, QF on each plate. Which is the correct relation between these charges? Only one of them is correct, which justifies the above diagram or this diagram out here. Come on, think about it. Facts express, if you are in 9th, then you should join the foundation course, not the JEE course. So there is a difference. Foundation course is basically going to build your foundations for JEE. It's slightly higher than your 9th and 10th. It prepares for your NTSC, other scholarship entrance, as well as JEE and Olympiads. But it is not exactly JEE preparation. Okay, but it prepares you for all kinds of examination, not just JEE, all kinds of examination. It helps you in your JEE. So I would say start preparing for from the foundation course. Okay, facts express. I hope that's clear. Some of you are saying A, some of you are saying B. Okay. Foundation kaise kare? FactTube Earth. There is a foundation course in Vedantu itself. You can check the 9th and 10th schedule and the pro subscription plans. There is foundation for the 9th and 10th. Okay, guys, I'll tell you what. In series, what is same? In series, all capacitors have same charge. That's number 1. Okay, that's first point. Second point, keep this in mind. Opposite plates in a capacitor have, opposite signs but same magnitude. same magnitude but opposite signs. I hope this is clear. So now, based on this fact, look at this. QA and QB are opposite plates on the same capacitor. So whatever is QA, the negative of that will be on QB. I hope this is clear. So if QA is positive, magnitude wise they are same, but sign wise they will be opposite. Similarly, QC and QD, yes, QC and QD will also be opposite of each other. Similarly, QE and QF will be opposite of each other, minus QF. But all these magnitudes will be same because they are capacitors in series. So QA will be equal to QC will be equal to QE. I hope this is clear. These three are equal. So even QB, QD and QF will be equal. So you can see this option is the only option which will be justified. Yes, opposite charges on the plates of the capacitor will have opposite signs but same magnitude, and capacitors in series have same magnitude of charges. So use that fact and you'll get option D. Yep, few people got it, some of you made mistakes, but it's okay. Okay, next question coming up on your screen, and here it is. You guys are already enjoying this session. I can see that a lot of you have started realizing a lot of mistakes that you do in your examinations or in your mock test. So here's the next question. There are 4 plates. 2 plates are connected to point A, 2 plates are connected to point B. The question is, if there is some gap between the plates and the plates themselves have areas. So this is the side view. I hope you realize this. So the plates are something like that, one below the other. Okay, something like this. So the plates are one below the other. Yep. Okay, so 4 plates are there, and 2 of the plates you have taken connected to B, and 2 of the plates you have connected it to A. The question is, what is the equivalent capacitance? Yep. glad, I'm so glad, Pradyumna. Very good, Raktim, it's clear. Shivani also says clear, very good. Hello, Andrela Paul, welcome aboard. Hi, Aditi, okay, says clear. Aishwarya also says clear. Saket Reddy, I have taken your name, Bacha. Okay, Krishna Mohan, yes, very good. I don't know how to solve these sort of questions. Don't worry, Aishwarya, I'm going to tell you. Hello, Saloni, welcome aboard. Hi, Brian, welcome. So guys, all the new warriors, do not forget, you can watch my lectures regularly. I usually come at 7:30 in the night and on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 9 o'clock in the morning. So do not forget to hit the subscribe button down there so that, yes, you do not miss any of my classes. Full 3D drawing. Okay, cool. Let's see how to solve these kind of questions. First thing you should do in these kind of questions, mark all the surfaces. There are 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 plates. Each plate has 2 surfaces. So 4 plates will have 8 surfaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 surfaces are there totally. Now, remember, in a capacitor also you have 4 surfaces, but only these 2 surfaces form a capacitor. I hope you remember. This 4th part and the first part, the first surface and the 4th surface is useless. It's outside. It's not a part of the capacitor. Don't have to worry about it. Same logic, if you use it here, the first surface over here and the 8th surface over here is useless. You can see that. Okay, very clearly using this concept. Now, the only capacitors that we have are this one, because 2 and 3 are facing each other, then 4 and 5, and then 6 and 7. So you have basically 3 capacitors now. 3 capacitors only. Now once you have 3 capacitors, think what are the voltages at these capacitors. For let's say we start with A first. We go with A. We start with A point, and then you see that A point is connected to 2, and it is also connected to 5, and it is also connected to 6. Look at that. It is connected to 2, it is connected to 5, same potential, and it is also connected to 6. 5, 6, A and 2 are at the same potential. So basically I will put 5, okay, 6 and 2. 5, 6 and 2 are all at the same potential. Who is opposite of 2? Who is opposite of 2? I think it is 3. Who is opposite to 6? It is 7. Who is opposite to 5? It is nothing but 4. And if you notice 3, 4 and 7. 3 and 4 connected to B. 7 is also connected to B. So 3, 4 and 7, all of them are connected to B. Can you not see that all of them are in parallel? And in parallel, guys, what will be the equivalent capacitance? C plus C plus C, which is 3C. But each capacitance will be epsilon naught A by D. And hence, that's the answer, which is option C. Yes. Understood how to solve these kind of questions? First step, mark all the surfaces. Next step, exclude those surfaces which are outermost because they are not a part of capacitor. That's the second step. Third step, identify the capacitors, the one shown in blue. Identify the capacitors. Next step, draw an equivalent circuit by connecting all the plates which are at the same potential. Once you get that circuit, it will be series or parallel. Use your formulas and solve the question. That's it. Okay, after this you should not face any problem. By the way, guys, some of you were also asking how our classes look like on the Vedantu platform, on our website, on our app. So this is how it looks like. You have your regular screen with lots of animations, slideshows, and also for conceptual understanding, all these things can be animated, and whatever the teacher writes over here will be available as a PDF. You can see the teacher is seen over here, and the teacher has a lot of tools to write and conduct all the quizzes and all that. There is a chat box over here which can be closed, or it can be made on depending on the necessity. Then this is how, yes, a quiz is conducted. You can see Vani ma'am out here. She is conducting a quiz. So you will see the options just like you have Menti quiz out here. This is an inbuilt feature. And once the quiz starts, the names start popping up. A teacher can see which student has answered which question and correctly or wrong. So you can see each student's name and the options that they are marking out here. There is a timer, and there is finally a leaderboard, fastest finger first. So each student gets points based on how quickly he answered or whether he answered correctly or not. And then at the end of the class, you get the collective leaderboard where you can compete with each other. That's how the classes are. And you can see the teacher can also broadcast student messages, just like how you pin messages on YouTube. And then you can also, interact with each other. You can chat with the teacher. There is a Q&A box where you can also interact with our class teacher who is constantly solving all your doubts. So this is how our live classes look like. That's the brief screenshots of our live classes. So it's a lot of fun out there. Let's go to the next question coming up on your screen, and look at the number of capacitors, 5 capacitors. The question is find equivalent capacitance. That's it. That's the question. Find the equivalent capacitance. Ankit, please don't show mangoes out there because I will start getting distracted now because I love mangoes, and mangoes is my favorite too. I don't know how many of you love mangoes out there, especially the ones from Ratnagiri, okay, the Alfonso ones. Okay, chalo, let's see how many of you can do this question. All are in parallel? Wrong, Pradyumna. Saloni also says yes. Oh my god, look at those colors by Vikram. Yellow hearts. My god, my mouth has started watering. A.R. Rahman on top of the leaderboard. Yes, Raktim, you can choose your name. Just like you can choose your name in Menti quizzes. Yep. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Oops, the answer is C. A. I mean, I just showed you the answer slide, but anyways, this is actually a disguised form. I'll tell you what, if this is point A, this is also point A potential wise, this is also point A potential wise. If this is point B, this is also point B potential wise, this is also point B potential wise. This one is point C, some other potential, and this one is point D. Okay, this is how the potentials look like. Now start from A side and you will see what will happen. This is point A. Let's go to one capacitor. The one capacitor on the top. Okay, this is one capacitor, and this capacitor is connected to point D. Okay, this is connected to point D, I suppose. This is point A. Okay, now there is one more capacitor, okay, over here. You can see that from A to C. So let's connect one more capacitor like this, and this is connected to point C. Okay, so that is also done. But between C and D, there is a capacitor. You can see that between C and D, there is a capacitor. Yes, so let me just draw that. Yep, I have just drawn that capacitor. Now, point D is also connected, apart from this capacitor, it is also connected to point B via another capacitor. So point D is connected via another capacitor to point B out here. So this is point B. You can see that. D is connected to B via this capacitor. Similarly, point C is also connected to point B via another capacitor. You can see that. Yes. And this completes the circuit. And it is a Wheatstone. Yes. Good morning, Sonu. Yep. Now it's simple. Now you can ignore this because it is balanced. It's a balanced Wheatstone bridge. It's a balanced Wheatstone bridge. So now, what are these two capacitors in? These two capacitors are in series. So it will be C by 2. C and C will become C by 2. Be careful, it's not resistor, it's capacitor. So it will become half. And these two capacitors are also in series. So it will become C by 2. Now that C by 2, that C by 2 are in parallel. So when parallel, C by 2 and C by 2, so the equivalent will become C. C by 2 plus C by 2 is C, which is option A, guys. Yep. Understood? So this is how disguised questions can come in the examination. A lot of people think, oh, they are in parallel, sir. They are in parallel. So C plus C plus C is 3C. And they'll mark 3C and come and they'll get negative marks. So be careful. That's why this was a very important question. This is also a very good question coming up on your screen. Let's see how many of you can do this. Very good. There is a battery, there are two capacitors, one is C and C by 2. They both are in parallel. The question is, be careful, read it carefully. The work done in charging both of them by the battery. Now when I say work done, it means usually by the battery. So the work done, this is by the battery. How much work do you think the battery is going to do? Come on, think about it. Let's see how many of you can do this question. Yes, beautiful question. Yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hello, Shreya, welcome. Yes, all the new warriors, all the new students who are joining in late. So welcome to JEE Enthuse channel. This is an English medium channel for all the JEE aspirants and all the students who want to prepare for all the competitive exams. And I'm Shreyas here, I'm the master teacher. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button so that you can form a very good bond with all the members of the family out here on JEE Enthuse. And you can regularly attend our classes live. So you cannot afford to miss all these classes because very important for JEE 21, 22, 23. Okay. Some of the students are saying B. Some of you are also confused between D. Some of you are saying D as well. Okay. Hello, Akansha Bag. Welcome. Okay. Hello, Alakrit Jaiswal. Welcome. She is saying D. Baby saying D. Shivani saying B, Pradeep saying B, Yalini saying B, and she saying B. Okay, now I'll tell you what. First of all, convert it into a simple circuit. So guys, okay, I wanted black. Come on. Yeah. So I'll convert it into a simple circuit. What will be the equivalent? This is V, right? Okay. C and C by 2 are in parallel. So capacitance is in parallel, what will happen? They'll add, right? So this should be 3C by 2. Okay, that's the equivalent capacitance. Now, let's figure out how much charge Q is stored over here. Okay, so there will be plus charge over here and there will be minus charge over here. What is the charge which is stored over here? Q is equal to CV. So it will be 3C by 2 into V. That's the charge stored on the capacitor. Correct? Now, a lot of people make this mistake. They calculate the energy inside the capacitor. That is completely wrong. Energy stored in the capacitor is not the same as the work done by the capacitor. Sorry, work done by the battery. There is a simple equation and it says the work done by the battery goes in increasing the energy of the capacitor, but some amount of energy is also lost as heat. This is the correct equation. Lot of people make a mistake. Lot of people make this mistake. Yes, understand that. So, work done by the battery not only goes in increasing the energy stored, but also in the heat loss. So, if you calculate only delta U, you are missing out this part and you are not actually calculating the work done by the battery. That's a wrong way of solving it. That's a wrong way of, yeah. Raktin, please press the screen again. Probably it will help. Okay. So now, what is the formula for work done by the battery? It is the charge flow multiplied by the EMF of the battery. This is the formula. The work done by the battery is the charge which flows through the battery into the EMF. Now, this is very simple. The charge which flows, obviously this charge would have come from the battery itself. So what is the charge which flows through the battery? It will be Q only, right? So it will be nothing but Q into, what is the EMF? Well, that EMF is V. So it will be nothing but 3 CV by 2 into V, which is 3 CV square by 2, which is this option, D option. Yes, Mohit, that is wrong. I hope this is clear. Yeah, it is not 3 by 4. 3 by 4 CV square is only delta U. This is delta U, not the work done by the battery. Lot of people make that mistake. Okay. Baby bear, nice one. Sir, my name is Shreya. If I add S at the end, will I become good at physics like you? Maybe, you can try it out, baby bear. So a lot of Shreyas out here. Yes. Okay. Okay, yes, Akansha, I guess your answer is right. Yep, done. Beautiful. Okay, let's get going to the next one. Okay, let's do the next one. Okay, two capacitors. Actually, it's one capacitor, but it's divided into half. The upper one, I don't know whether you can see this, but I'll just mark it out there. There is a dielectric of constant K1, which is equal to 1. And another dielectric of constant 2. So the question is, what will be the effective capacitance? And let's see how many of you can do that. Solve it like two capacitors are in series. Yes, Krishna Mohan, correct. Very good, Shivani, you understood. Shiv saying B. Akriti, looks like you are lost. No problem, I guess you're back. Okay, yes. Solve it like they are in series. Beautiful. That's the correct way of doing it. So, guys, if you notice, the potential difference across this capacitor, you can divide it into two capacitors, this one and this one. The potential difference across this and the potential difference across this will totally add as the total potential difference across these capacitors. So hence, both are in series. That's the whole concept for solving the question. Now when they are in series, which formula do you use? 1 by C equivalent is 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Now what is C1? C1 is this capacitance. So remember the formula? It was epsilon naught K. What is K? K is 1 into area, okay, divided by D. So divided by D, okay, so that D goes on the top, plus this C2, 1 divided by epsilon naught into K. K is nothing but 2, do not forget that, into area divided by, okay, that means D goes on the top, but D by, oh, I forgot D by 2, my bad, D by 2, each distance is D by 2, so yes, I need to put that D by 2 and D by 2 over here. So let's see what happens. I think D is common, I think epsilon naught is also common, I think A is also common, okay, and even 2 is common from both sides. So what is remaining from here? 1 is remaining, and from here I think 1 by 2 is remaining. So what will this become? 1 plus 1 by 2? 3 by 2. Okay, so this will become D into 3 by 2, and you have 2 epsilon naught A, which is 3D by 4 epsilon naught A. But remember, that's 1 by equivalent. So C equivalent will be inverse of that. So that means this one will be the answer. 4 epsilon naught A by 3D. Yep, answer is A, pakka. Very good. Glad you guys understood it. So Alankrit, it's not B, be careful. It is, yes, it is A. Yes. Shivani, I hope you understood. The answer is not B, it is A. A lot of people make this mistake. Do not forget to flip the sign, flip the numerator and denominator. This was 1 by C equivalent. So you have to find C equivalent. A lot of people just look at 3 by 4 and mark it. Be careful about it. It's not B. Yeah, common mistake, silly mistake. Okay. Let's see the next question coming up on your screen. Let's see the next question coming up on your screen. Beautiful questions. I hope you guys are loving it. Yes. Come on. There is a capacitor of 1 microfarad. Another capacitor of 2 microfarad. They both are charged separately. Two capacitors charged separately of different capacitances. And they are connected to a same battery. Okay, they are connected to the same battery. Now if you discharge them via a same resistor, then only one of the options is correct. Let's see how many of you can do this. Amazing question on capacitor. If you discharge them through the same resistor, okay, I'll give you a hint. If you take a capacitor and you connect it to a resistor and you discharge it, okay, the current will flow. So the charge which is there, the formula is initial charge e to the power minus T by RC. This is the formula in case you forgot it. Yes, hello Purvanshi coach, welcome aboard. Okay, come on. Very good. Some of you are really happy because you guys are giving the right answers. How to wake up early, Vijay Kumar. Few tricks. In fact, I have discussed this, why you should wake up early and why you should study. I have made a video on that, but few of the tricks which I have told that time. Set up a motivation in front of your wall. Why you should wake up early, what is your agenda, what is your final goal. That's number one. Number two, make a timetable and keep, okay, this is what I'm going to do. Number three, when you start waking up for at least 3-4 days, initially it is hard, but after some time it becomes a habit. Number four, what you can do is drink water. Drink lots of water before sleeping in the night. So what will happen? You will feel like peeing in the morning, and that's why you will wake up. And once you wake up, that's it, done. Yeah, so do that. Okay. And preferably when you just wake up, just do some small exercises, warm up here and there, just probably do some push-ups or something. That will just awaken all your body cells, your mind will become fresh. Just take a walk around, or maybe just go to your balcony or just go outside your house, breathe in some fresh air. Trust me, the problem is only to wake up. Once you wake up, the job is done. Yeah. Okay, let's see, Ankit wakes up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and that's only because Ankit's dream is to go into IIT. That's very good. Okay, yep. So by the way, this is the charge as a function of time. Some of you guys are saying B. Well, if this is charge, the current will be the derivative of this, which is dq by dt, and that will be dq by dt. So that will be q into, I'm just interested in the magnitude of this. So the magnitude will be q into 1 by RC, chain rule, e to the power minus T by RC. And remember, charge is C into V, Q was C into V, that's the formula. So this will become, this C and this C will also get cancelled, by the way. This C and this C will get cancelled, and I will get V by R into e to the power minus T by RC. That's the value of current. Now, at t is equal to 0, the value of the current that you will get will be V by R into e raised to minus 0, because time is 0. So that is just going to be V by R. Now, do you see that it is not dependent on the capacitance, it is only dependent on the voltage and the resistance. Now, if you see carefully, both are charged by a common battery. That's number one, and both are discharged through the same resistor. So V is same, R is same. That means the current at t is equal to 0 will be same but non-zero. That's why option B is correct. Vijay Kumar, don't drink so much water that you wake up at 1 o'clock. Drink adequate water so that you have to perfectly wake up in the morning. That's a really interesting one, Vijay Kumar. My God, you just wake up immediately. It's crazy. Okay. Crazy guys. Okay, so that's the answer. Okay, that's option B. Last question for today. Oh, sorry, this is second last question. My bad. Yeah, second last question. There is a battery. There is a resistor. In fact, two resistors, two switches. Which of the following options will give you full voltage across the capacitor. Which of the following configurations will give you complete voltage V across the capacitance? Come on, very simple. Wow, Pradyum, glad you finally made it. Finally, you are becoming a hero. Yes. Yes, Shivani, you are correct. Very good. Okay, Baby Bear says D. Okay, come on. D. Yes, let's see. I think you guys are correct, guys. Because, see what will happen. If you close this switch, forget this capacitor, just forget this capacitor for one moment. Just imagine there are two resistors. This one is at V volts, okay? And this is 1 point. And this is again connected to 0. This is 0 volts, this is V volts, plus V, and this is 0 volts. That's a potential difference of V. Now, I hope you understand, whenever current flows across a resistor, a voltage will get dropped. Now look at the points across which the capacitor is connected. The capacitor is connected between these 2 points. Between these 2 points. That means across this and across this. These are the 2 points across which the capacitor has been connected. What is the maximum possible voltage that you can get? V, right? There is a battery of V volts and you want it to be charged by V volts. How can you get V volts over here? The only way you can get V volts across these 2 points is when the voltage does not drop across this resistor. So there should be no drop only over here. If there is no drop over here, that means this switch should be open because the current will be 0. Only when there is no current, there will be no drop, and that's why, you know, this switch should be open. I hope this makes sense. I hope this makes sense. Yes. So that switch has to be open. So this one is open for sure. And if there is only one capacitor here, this circuit is not even there. Remember, the circuit is finally going to be something like this because the other part is not even there. If you close this switch, doesn't matter. Remember, this is capacitor which is charged. So the current which will be flowing will be 0. If there is no current which is flowing, what is the voltage drop across the resistor? The voltage drop across the resistor is 0 because voltage drop is current into resistance. So understand, whatever voltage is there over here, which is V, will be completely dropped across the capacitor. Hence, S1 will be closed, S2 will be open. If you obviously open S1, then gone. I mean, there will be nothing which will be stored. Yes, that's the answer, which is option number D. Correct. Last question for today. Last question for today. And here it comes. The time constant for RC circuit is T. The time constant for RC circuit is T. How much percentage approximately will a capacitor be charged in a time of 2t? How much percentage a capacitor will be charged after a time of 2t when connected to a battery? T is the time constant. Okay, easy peasy lemon squeezy, says Saloni. Yo, Shivani says correct answer. Leo Anshi, marriage. What? No, this is not a marriage bureau. There are other sites, but yes, sometimes people do use JEE Enthuse chat box for dating and marriages. Soon we are going to post up our results alongside our toppers of all the successful dating that has happened through JEE Enthuse chat boxes. I occasionally open up the chat box, in the night or sometimes in the evening of the lectures which are going to start, maybe the next day, upcoming live streams, and then I open up the chat box. It's very funny. I mean, people are finding for their lost love and all that. So it's crazy. And so Leo, if you become successful one day finding your girl, please let us know. I'll put up your poster along with your so-called, or I don't know if it's a boy or a girl, I'm not sure. Yeah, so I'll definitely put it up. Yeah, we'll post our results. Hey, Asmi is also here. Asmi, what are you doing here? Okay, so guys, what's the answer? Acha, I didn't understand the question. Thank you, Pradyum. So, hello Jay Pokle, welcome aboard. So here is the thing. The the charging equation for a capacitor is given by Q is equal to Q into e to the, oops, not e, 1 minus e to the power minus t by RC. Remember this value RC which is there, this value RC which is there, that's the time constant, right? So that's the time constant. Okay. Now the question is, after two time constants, how much percentage will it be charged? So let's just substitute the value of time as 2t. Remember RC itself is t. Okay, so what will happen? This t and this t will get cancelled. Okay, so it will become e raised to minus 2, which is q into 1 minus 1 by e square, or you can just write it as 1 by e whole square. Yes, I hope this is clear. E raised to minus 2 is 1 by e whole square. Now, do you remember the value of 1 by e? I just told you 1 by e value is 0.37. So 1 by e whole square is 0.37 square. That's the standard value which you are supposed to remember. Yep. So now when you do that calculation, just check out 0.37 whole square. How much does it come out to be? Yes, just check out approximately. I think it should come out to be 0.14 or something. Just check it out. Now 1 minus 0.14, that's going to be 0.86. That means the charge on the capacitor is 86% of the final charge Q. It's 86%, 0.86. Hence the answer is option D. Hence the answer is option D. Oh my God, Carrie Minati looks like me. Oh, that's interesting way of putting it. I thought people will say I look like Carrie Minati, but this is very interesting. Carrie Minati looks like me. This is next level. Thank you so much. Please let Carrie Minati know. Yeah, that would be crazy. Thank you, Leo, so much. So that's the answer, guys. 86%. Okay, D. So class timing, Shifa. See, Tuesdays and Thursdays 9 o'clock, 0 to 0, and in the evenings 7:30. Also hit the subscribe button down there so that you do not miss any of the classes. Yes, hit the subscribe button down there, and yes, please like, because only when you like and subscribe, when you open the YouTube app, then our videos will come up on the top, or else maybe you might miss some of the classes accidentally. So that's why you should always hit the like and the subscribe button. Oh, by the way, the crash course, remember, will contain all the 11th and the 12th standard syllabus. You can watch the replays. Also, you will get teachers like me. Even if I'm not teaching in the crash course, the teachers in the crash course are excellent. I'm telling you, take my word for it. Remember, you're also going to get notes of all the teachers, whatever they write on the board. Oh my God. And also, you will get the functionality of getting your doubts solved from morning till night. You can send as many doubts from any book, from any topic, get your doubts solved, and there are 20 tests, mock tests with discussions, with detailed reports, which you will get as a part of the crash course. So when you go to our video, okay, let's just see how our video is doing, and let's see all our chats. Okay, let's see all our chats. Okay, there is some exercise. Oh my God, somebody crazy. That's Nora Fateh, I guess. Oops, please. Stop. Oh my God. This should be censored. Sorry guys. Okay. Yeah. So there we go. There we have the crash course. Yes, there is crash course out there. And you can see 10th May, 17th May and 24th May. And on 17th May, a crash course has started. You can watch the replays. You can get yourself enrolled, or you can join the 24th May crash course as well. You get 90 live sessions with all the revision of the entire syllabus, time management strategies, 20 test series. And it's not for 10,000, it's for 6,000 rupees. You get 40% off when you use the coupon code SHCC. Keep this in mind, okay? So that's what you get. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you guys very much. What an amazing session it was. Oh my God. Lots of fun which happened in the class. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. Thank you, Gayatri, so much. Thank you, Vengesh. Okay, Samuel, yo, take care. Yes, Saloni, thank you so much. Thank you, Aishwarya. Okay, Sakshi, bye bye, take care. Surya, new look, looks like you are visiting me after a long time. Please visit us often. Yes, Shreyas Kapri cannot control his laughter, looks like it. Okay, so Harish saying, Akriti saying, bye, I miss you. Oh, we have the next virus out here. Okay, so my rank was 3900 in my JEE. Yep. Oh yeah, well Harish, my aim is to make you also just look like a hero, but also actually become a hero very soon. Okay, bye bye, take care guys, see you tonight. But that's a Menti quiz for all the 11th standard kids, and the Saturday session 7 o'clock is a toppers talk session, so be there. I'm going to get a special topper for all of you guys, and he is going to give you a lot of important techniques and study tips, and it's going to be a short session, so be there on time at 7 o'clock on Saturday. Bye bye, hasta la vista. This was Shreyas here. Take care.